Hello everybody and welcome back to another shoe review. Today we are going to be reviewing the Yeezy 700. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have ourselves a Yeezy 700. Now before I get into the shoe, I obviously want to tell you how I got them, because I actually didn't get these. Guess who got them? My dad got them, and you know how he got them? I taught him how to do the multiple people jig. So for all you guys who are saying that the multiple people jig is patched, first of all, go check out this video where I explained how it's not and the evidence of how it's not patched and it was just errors on Adidas' part. He was able to use the multiple people jig. He got in tons of times, also tons of errors, but he was able to get himself a pair while I took SATs. And, of course, as a good father, he only charged me $300 instead of charging me resale. But without anything further ado, why don't we just get right into the review? So normally I wouldn't do this, but since it is a new Yeezy, this is my first time getting a 700, I do want to briefly look at the box. We have some drastic changes. Now, instead of the 350 on the front, we have a 700, something I've personally never even imagined could be possible, so very creative innovation on Kanye's part right there. It's very nice. Very nice. Okay, so before we actually get into the aesthetics of the shoe, we're going to do the smell test, and everyone who's on this channel, you already know what's coming, but if you happen to be new to the channel, this might seem a little unorthodox for you, but we're going to do it anyway, so let's go. Oh, man. Hold on, guys. One more. Do they pass the smell test? Absolutely. So with that out of the way, of course, let's get right into the aesthetics of the shoe. To kick it off, we do have a boost midsole. Now, obviously, you can't see it on the side, just like on the 350s. However, if you flip the shoe over, you will be able to see little peaks of boost, so you do know that that boost still is in there. Of course, on the midsole as well, you have little hits of orange, and you also have some ripples, which gives it the appearance as why they call it the WAVERUNNER. Now, going back to the bottom, you have sort of this zigzag pattern, which I would venture to guess has something to do with Kanye trying to give people more traction. Now, moving to the upper of the shoe, the first thing that caught my eye were some small details, and you guys know how much I love details. Right in between these two eyes, as you can see, we have a reflective, shiny, and sparkly silver, which I do believe if light hits it the right way, it will shine, it will reflect a little bit. So like I said, just these small details I like to keep in mind, I like to keep track of. Also on the heel cup, you have sort of a suede. If I'm being honest, I don't think the suede is incredible quality, but it's also not terrible. Now what I do really like is moving towards the other side of the upper, we have leather, and this leather, in my opinion, is actually incredible. You might not be able to notice it because it's got such a small amount, but if you do feel it in these areas, those of you who do have these in hand, I'm sure you can agree, this is some amazing leather, and I feel like people might actually be taking it for granted just because it's a small amount. Now, moving towards the front of the upper, you have more suede. This suede is gray, as well as you also have some black suede. This suede, like I said, it's not incredible material, but it's more for aesthetics, obviously. Now, in between all the suede and the leather, you also have some mesh panels. You have a gray mesh panel. You also have a greenish blue mesh panel. And then you also have a turquoise, sort of like ocean blue mesh panel. And basically, it just gives this shoe an extremely loud effect. Makes it so if you wanted to, you probably couldn't match this shoe perfectly with the average outfit. In my opinion, just like the Beluga 2.0s or the Belugas with that orange stripe, I would personally let these colors be their own statement. I wouldn't try too hard to match them. Perhaps you could wear some colors that would subtly match. I wouldn't try to find an outfit that matches perfectly. Let the shoe be their own statement. Now, giving a feel of the tongue, this is extremely soft, guys. And obviously you can't see it in the pictures, but I can assure you that this tongue would feel super awesome on your ankle. And yes, we will be doing the on-foot portion of the video a little later. Moving on, we have some yellowish green laces. I'm not too crazy about the color in general. I'm just not too crazy about the entire color of this shoe. Like I said, I really do like this 700 model. I even bought some Air Monarchs just because this type of model is actually really growing on me. You can call me a hypebeast if you want. I'm obviously not going to lie. I'm not going to try and be like a contrarian and try to go against from the hype beast because I just want to be honest with you guys. This is how I feel. I like the aesthetics of the shoe. I think it looks awesome. The colors though, they're not my favorite, but there are some more 700 releasing later that I do really like. Now when you go on the inside of the shoe, there is no Yeezy branding, it just straight up says Adidas. I also believe that there is no Yeezy branding on any part of the shoe. In my opinion, that doesn't matter, but I know some of you might potentially care about that, so it is something to keep in mind. That basically encompasses all the aesthetics and the colors of the shoe. With that, why don't we jump to the on-foot portion of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed. Also, feel free to subscribe for more of these shoe reviews. I will be reviewing every new shoe that I get my hands on if I have the opportunity to do so. Of course, I teach you guys how to get these shoes. I made videos, if you happen to be new, on how you were able to get these on Adidas.com and on Yeezy Supply, of course. So on every single hype shoe, I'll be teaching you how you can get them without a bot for retail. And of course, I also do some resale predictions if any of you guys are interested in that. But with that, I'm out of here. Have a fantastic day.